So, what are you doing? Did I just rip my pants? Or did I rip my underwear? Alright, open the door on the coop. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on Pigweed Farms. We got something special going on today. We're going to bring you along for a day in the life. So I got questions before, how do I do all this and work a full-time job, because I do work a full-time job. So here we go. We start by letting the chickens out, feeding them. We give them quite a bit, about 3 of my Yeti cup sizes. And don't worry about their ponds, we're about to fill them up. I'm actually running on short time today, but we'll give these guys a little bit. I'm gonna have to go mix up some more for the meat birds. But like I said, I do work a full-time job, a 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 like everybody else does. But one of the questions I get asked is, how do you have time for everything? Well, you have to make time if you're going to do this. So I'm going to go grab the meat birds some more feed. We'll feed them real quick, then we'll feed the steers, and then we'll worry about waters this morning. So the chickens are, as of right now, are took care of. And guys, I did this when we had big cows too. If y'all are new here, we used to run 10 mama cows, and a couple of them passed away, and we decided our best interest was to get out of them for right now. We're trying some different routes on how to do everything. But the important thing is everything here gets fed every morning now. So we got our meat birds in here. There's a bunch of them. There's not as many as we started out like 30, and all of them died off pretty quick, or a bunch of them did. But we had a bad predator problem for a while. Make sure they give them a bunch. We want them fat as possible. And all I'm feeding them, big chickens get the same thing, little chickens get the same thing, meat birds get the same thing. I'm not going to buy a bunch of different feed to feed chickens. You know what I mean? I make a meat bird crumble for these guys. We tried it for a little while. They wasted a lot of it. So all we feed now is a corn and layer pellet mix. These birds, they haven't been on grass. I was hoping to have them on grass, but with running this and a full-time job, it's hard to get around to all of our projects, especially with us trying to keep content coming for y'all and the best content we can make for y'all. So now the chickens are fed. We got these 2 guys over here. Y'all can see them. They are 2 calves out of our mama cows that we had. We just moved into this front pasture to eat it down. We had them on a back pasture for a little while. Bruce is down there trying to tear up the water trough. But we separated them from Bruce and Josephine and put them in this middle pasture, and they done ate it completely down. So we put them in this front pasture. We got them some mineral out here because they're eating a bunch of forage. So we got them some mineral, and then we give them feed every morning. So we will go show y'all their feed, because we didn't use all of the chicken feed this morning. And I normally just leave it in the bag, and I'll throw some corn in there as I go and just mix it up. And because we have about 2.5 tons of corn left. I say 2.5 tons. That's still a pretty good bit in our gravity flow, but it is what it is. So let's see here. And this is I always cut the bags upside down for some reason. These are the layer pellets we get. We get them from Rural King, just because I work directly beside Rural King, and it's just easy to run over there real quick. So don't mind our pontoon furniture. This is our back porch patio set. So we'll dump that back in the bag. Gotta make sure we put that up, because Dale likes to eat it. So, fun fact, Dale eats dog food. I feed him every night before I go to bed. And yet, he would rather eat the layer pellets and the corn. But I ain't gonna pull this bag out of here. I got another bag. I'll show y'all what we feed them, feed the calves. But we're gonna go ahead and get something out of here. See if I can set y'all up somewhere. And normally every morning I cook breakfast, but I told Maura I had to film a video for y'all this morning, since we didn't forget last week, so we just didn't have one for last week. It rained all weekend. And guys, if you're going to do this, I suggest get you something to put your feed in, especially like sweet feed, something that's sweet, because the mices will get a hold of it real quick. Alright, one more, because Bruce and Josephine get the same feed mix. And we got some feed downloaded this morning. We got some water troughs to move this morning. My O-ring fell off. Alright. I don't know if you can hear them out there, but they are hollering for us. So, but we are. These guys, these two calves, they're probably 4 months old. I think they're two youngest ones that we kept out of the bunch when we sold out, because they were old enough for weaning. So we went ahead and kept them. And they're getting some size on them. The biggest thing with raising like feeder calves, which we want to do, because mama cows and cow-calf operations, people say they make money, but you have to run a lot to make money. I mean, right before we sold, we lost 3 of our good mama cows due to pneumonia. And by the time we found out they had pneumonia, it was already too late. And with running 7, the amount of hay that we were feeding, plus, you know, the payment on them, and plus the insurance, we would have been in the negative for a while, you know. Even just making the payment and buying feed, that don't include working them, the insurance that we have on them. So we decided to go ahead and sell out, which these guys are looking good. We gotta get their water trough moved in here this morning. See if I can get in here. They used to be pretty docile. So, which I don't normally get in the pen with them when I feed them. I normally feed them in the barn. But watch out. Come on. And each of them get 2.5 cups of feed every morning. Come on, get over there. And the feed that they get is a pelletized feed, as you can see there. It's got corn, cottonseed, a bunch of other stuff in it for good protein, some molasses to make it sweet. Hey Dale, come here bud. But they are ready to go for today. We got their feed. Which we used a Purina feed one time, and I wouldn't mind getting back to it. It seemed like a pretty good feed. We got a garden. We got to water it this morning. We replanted corn for the 3rd time. I think my seed just got too old and germination went away on it. But there's our gravity flow. If you're going to do this for a living, or try to do this for a living, or just for a hobby, if you can buy feed in bulk, I recommend doing that. This is a 3.5 ton gravity flow, so it'll hold like 7,000 pounds of feed. But you don't have to have 7,000 pounds of feed at one time, but it does. You can buy feed cheaper if you buy it by the ton. All right. So this is Bruce and Josephine. For all of you that's new here, they are our miniature Zebus. They are not docile. He is a headache to deal with. You can't get in the pen with him no more. So he is just a royal pain in my butt. Alright. So all the animals are fed. That's step 1 of every morning. I walk around and feed all the animals. So now I gotta wash out this water trough. That way the calves have water. They do have access to water in this middle pasture, but I don't want them to have to walk all the way around to get water, you know. Because with feeder calves, you want them walking as minimum as possible. The more they're walking, the more they're burning energy, the more they're not putting on the weight that they need to. So we're going to get them going this morning. You gotta get their, should have put my sunglasses on, because it is something else out here, plus the flies. So when I redid our garden for the 3rd time with the corn, we put some tomato plants. Roll King had them on sale. But whenever I replanted yesterday, I put in some chicken manure to help with fertility and all that. It's a good natural fertilizer. Get this cleaned up. But when I put that in, I tried to mix it in the best I could, but it attracted a bunch of flies. Get this washed out really good. So we use this for a chicken brooder for about 3 rounds of chickens. So we don't need no extras in there. Get this stood up. And guys, a little farm hack. If you want a sprayer nozzle on your water hose, but you also need one that can free flow, put you one of these wide joints on there. I did that last night and I love it already. Alright guys, we got our float on. I gotta remember to lock that gate. But now we just turn that on. That water hose leaks a little bit, but we'll just turn that on, let it flow. It'll fill itself up and that float will come up, and once it comes up, it'll stop the water flow, so you ain't gotta worry about them overflowing and everything. But now we gotta go do the ducks swimming pools because they are disgusting. I normally have to do them once a week, twice a week deal. I let them get nasty and then I do it. So get our water hose stretched out. All right guys, so like I said, these get nasty just because ducks are nasty. If it wasn't for the ducks, I would have one swimming pool in here and it would probably last them 2 to 3 weeks. Like, no kidding. But we do have ducks in here. We like our ducks. I think somebody hit a skunk, because the more I get over here, the more it stinks. I don't know if y'all ever smelled a skunk before, but Lord have mercy, that little son gun knows he stinks. If you're new here, we did a video earlier this year on how we feed our chickens for free. It was a really good video, done really well too. But when we did that video soon after, we let our chickens free range. And if you're in a position to do that, we'll walk away and let that fill. But if you're in a position to do that, that is great. I love free range of my chickens. They get so much enjoyment out of it. You can tell their moods versus leaving them locked in a coop. I think they get depressed, which being locked in one place all the time, I'd get depressed too. But just letting them free range, their attitude, their eggs tasted better. But right after we posted that video, my water hose ain't doing what I want it to do. But right after we posted that video, they were getting in the road real bad. And I would get home, they would be in the road, and a couple of them ended up getting hit by a car. So we had to resort to this netting, just poultry netting. Got off Vivor's website. Ain't a bad price. There'll be a link for it down in the description for it. We are affiliated with them. So, but I like it because I can move them. That spot right here, you can. All right, guys. So my GoPro, I swapped back to using GoPros now instead of my phone. But I was talking about the my GoPro got too hot. I think I said that. But we swapped over to this netting to allow them to still free range. It's really good for the grass. We've been trying to figure out how long we should leave them in this pen, this fencing, how long we should leave them in one spot. And we figured out 2 weeks. 2 weeks they start getting kind of bored with it, and they want to be moved. So after we tried a week and you really couldn't tell the difference. We tried 2 weeks and it made a big difference to where they really didn't pull up all the grass, but all the dead spots are coming back with grass now from where they, you know, scratched around and everything. So that is a bonus. But this netting has been a game changer for us. So we're gonna keep using it. I'm gonna get these pools filled up and then we'll water the garden this morning. I'll show y'all our garden. And I'm just showing y'all what I do every morning. And this video isn't going to end this morning. It's going to end tonight when I get home and do it all over again. So we're looking at, I started around 7 or a little before 7, I think it was like 6:45. It's currently 7:30 or almost 7:30, 7:25. So I'll be out here. But I ain't in no hurry when I do it anyway. If I was in a hurry, I'd get it done quicker. We added a bunch. We added a bunch to the chore list this morning because we had to do that water trough and had to fill these. I try to do these on the weekend because I just have more time on the weekend. So that's when I try to do these. But we had a busy weekend. We did Touch a Truck with Tate Saturday. I'll throw a clip of that in here now. And we strapped a GoPro to him so you could get Tate cam. So we did that, and then we had to go look at some stuff to get ready for summer. And yesterday was church. We had a birthday dinner Saturday night. We went to church yesterday, and then we had a birthday dinner tonight or last night for me. So I got 2 birthday dinners this year, big 26. But it was fun. We got to spend the weekend with family. I figured this would be a good video for y'all. Just a day in the life of Pigweed Farms. So I don't know how long this video is going to be, but maybe it'll be worth it. All right, guys, we got the GoPro back. We were on the phone, but another thing we have to do this morning is water our beautiful gardens. We have squash over there. We have some carrots and some tomato plants right here. And then we have some growed up cantaloupe. Then we have our green beans and something else right here. I forgot what these were. But we also have a new corn planted back here. I only got some new seed. I got some different variety sweet corn right here. And we got tomatoes. We got the big giant Goliath tomatoes because they're big, make for a good sandwich. But on my sprinklers and most of my float systems, we have quick connects. The only thing I do is just come up, pop it on, you're done. You don't have to worry. And then you just come up, cut it on. I'll let it run for a minute. And we got 3 different styles of sprinklers. We have these blue tips, which make more of a cone when it sprays. We have these style that do streams, and it really helps get the water everywhere you need it. That's actually hanging down on that plant. We don't want that. And then we have the yellow tip ones up here, more of a mister. But I just put them up yesterday, prepare for the corn coming up. But this is our garden. I water it every morning. When it was small, I would just take the water hose and water it. But now that Everything's so big it's hard to get at the root. Which we'll go look at the squashes. Squashes are, I'm excited about these because they're really good. So you can see all the squash plants, all the flowers, the buds coming out. You can see the sprinkler down there is doing its thing. It could actually be turned out. Ooh, that's too far. So it was out all the way. But these do good. These are doing really well. So we got some insect eggs right there that need to get some sevens dust. Big beautiful flowers. Squash plants are doing really good. And if y'all are wondering what fertilizer we use, it's like I said in the beginning of the video. When we raise chicks, all the chicken bedding comes out here and gets directly put on the garden beds. Whatever we don't use goes in a little compost pile out there by the woods. So we have an abundance of fertilizer. So we don't, I used to use triple 13 on all my gardens and they did really well. But using the natural way, the chicken manure, it just works extremely well. So our green beans, they're doing really good. I don't know if they got any buds on them yet. It's hard to tell because they just grow together. You can see the insect right there. But they seem to be doing all right. We'll have to come in here and hang them some rope and tie them up the way they can grow up. Our corn over there, we want to make sure it gets enough water. And then all of our plants, it's important. Water is important, especially down here in the south where it gets so dry and hot. So I'll come out here, water them first thing in the morning. And then in the afternoon when I get home, right before I go to bed, I'll water them again. They get 2 waterings a day. So you can have too much water, just so y'all know. That's the reason I do it in the morning and at night. That Y splitter is a game changer, by the way. So what I'm gonna do before I leave for work, because I gotta go to the doctor this morning and get my shots. Probably wondering what I gotta get shots. I get shots every Monday so I can breathe outside. So we got this, it needs to be dumped out. This is our other tank. We're gonna go ahead and squirt it down with some soap. We use up all Mara's kitchen soap, then I have to go buy her some more. But I want this bad boy full. So we got to put this. We got so many plans coming. We got so much to do on the farm. That's done. I leave my hose on. So, but when we get home tonight, when I pick back up on this video, we will we'll rinse that one out. We'll put it, I don't know if y'all can see it way down there, there's a tire on the other side of that fence. On the other side of that tire is a hose with a float. We'll put this trough back out there because we don't plan on raising any chicks anytime soon. Because we have a plenty. And I gave away a bunch. But it's just one thing you can do on the farm to help raise money for stuff that you need. My watch strap has broke. I got another one on order. I don't know when it's going to be here. So they got fresh, clean water, some of the cleanest water. We're on a well here, so our water gets pumped directly from the ground. Best tasting water too. So we'll cut that off because that hose got a hole in it. Bruce and Josephine, let's see here. They might be a little low, but we'll run it tonight. But guys, I'm about to head toward the doctor, so I gotta get a shot in both arms. Like I said, I do it every Monday. I go there, and I have to go again this Thursday because next weekend's Memorial Day and they won't be open. But everybody's enjoying life. The ducks are in the pool. We gotta get all this cleaned up too. We just got so much going on. And after this week, our next few weeks are just slam packed with stuff. Because I work a full-time job, Mara works a full-time job, and we got 2 kids, so that's another full-time job. And then I run the farm, that's another full-time job. Then on top of that, I film it so y'all can watch, and that's another full-time job. So we work like 5 or 6 full-time jobs. But I'm gonna throw y'all in the truck. I'm gonna go get my breakfast because my awesome wife cooked me breakfast this morning, which is awesome because normally I have to do that because she's getting the kids dressed and everything. But I told her I gotta film a video for y'all guys this morning. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all like, subscribe, comment down below. Like I said, I don't know if I'll film in the doctor's office. I don't think they like that too much. But I will pick y'all back up when I get home tonight. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, we made it home and we have...
I counted like 8 or 9.
7 or 8, 9, 21 chickens up. So, I ain't got my microphone on. So we're gonna try to catch them up real quick. I don't know where they're getting. I know they're getting out of. Go around and try to run them back this way.
Alright.
Alright, open the door on the seat.
Okay.
I got a handful of seat. Pull that on the bottom.
Oh, there it is. There's still one more.
There's 2 more.
2 more? No, that's all.
Alright guys, multiple camera problems later, we're finally going down here. I got one GoPro. I try to use it as much as I can. But it's so dang aggravating because it just freezes up. Irritates the heart out of me. Just freaking irritates me. Alright. I'm gonna get this video out for y'all today. Tomorrow. Block this in. Get y'all where y'all can see. And this is the reason it's a pain to come in here now because of him. He wants to sit. I'll go show y'all one of his holes that he dug in my pasture. Look, let's get y'all set up. So this is where one of the this tank was before. We had to have it for when we bought a bunch of chickens. One of the reasons I wanted it. Just drove across my dang. We got our float switch. I can just see him and ripping that hose down. Some zip ties and we'll fix that. Still cut the water on. First we'll go cut the water on first, so we can make sure it's feeling correctly. All of our mini water hoses in here. I think there's, yeah, it still ran down there. Need to fill this tank back up. Alright, we'll have to worry about that on a different day. Alright, so on this, to run. I'm gonna take that and spin it over here. Let's go cut it off. We'll cut this one off. That way it feeds directly to that tank down there. Oh, efficiency. It just takes a while to get to that point. I gotta fix this hose barb so I can let it run all the time. This tape grabbed it and broke something up in there. I think I hear it running, so let's go check it. I'm gonna show y'all this. So I put these floats on everything because once the water comes up, it shuts off. When they drink it down, it cuts it back on. See, what I'm worried about is Bruce getting his horns in that and ripping it off, and then we have one big mess that I have to deal with whenever I get home. So the whole purpose of today's video is working with a 9 to 5. I could have put it over here, but it's a big ant bed, and I've had to take the ant bed out, and I really don't feel like doing that. But out here, it's pretty good. I'll tell you this. I'll put it over here. Just like that. And that should hold it out of the way. I got a homemade mineral feeder. You just take a bowl and put it in a tire. That's a tire off the old blue truck. The 16-inch rim, and that bowl fits perfectly down in there. But the key thing, hopefully there's snakes under it. So snakes. Make sure there's snakes under there. But we're gonna dump this out. Normally you would put your mineral where it's not in the weather. And I do got a feeder that Dad brought me for deer, but he's not gonna use it no more, so we're gonna use it as a mineral feeder that has a roof on it. We just gotta fix it up, and then we'll put it in one of these pastures wherever they're at. I like to make it where it's mobile. I think it'll be too top heavy. So we're gonna try that eventually on my day-to-day schedule. Yeah. Alright. So this is some old mineral. We're just gonna dump it out on the ground because they can't get to it with all the water in it. So, what do you do? Did I just rip my pants? Or did I rip my underwear? But all that is just salt. I can't be ripping. This is the last pair of shorts I got that I can wear out in public. But we're trying a new mineral this year. Same way with the feed bags. I cut everything upside down. But it's Nutrina. This is the Nutri Beef all-purpose mineral plus Altozoid. whatever the hell that is. But it's good for fly control. So it helps with their flies. They absorb it, and from what I've understood, when they absorb it, they poo it out. When they poo it out, it doesn't attract flies. You can do the same thing when you put mineral out. You put a bunch of garlic in it, same thing. But they need some mineral. We're gonna put some new in there. And then, if y'all want to read what's in it, y'all can screenshot. Come on, focus. You can see what all's in it right there. But we got to go because they want some milk. Alright. But guys, like I said earlier, we appreciate each and every one of you that watches these videos. We hope y'all enjoy them. That's good. We have no mail, so you know what that means. No bills. But we hope y'all enjoy the videos that we post. Like I said, we're going to start getting more into where everybody's in the videos, not just me, when we can. We got a fishing trip coming up soon, so we're going to film that and put it out there. So we're going to take the boys fishing for the first time. So y'all say a prayer for us when we do that, because when you get Tate and Brooks around water, once one of them figure it out, both of them figure it out. But guys, we love each and every one of you. We appreciate each and every one of you. Remember that Jesus loves you. No matter how hard things get, you just got to find your path. You know, he always clears a path out for you. You just got to find it. Work your way through it. And also remember, like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell your friends, tell your family. And we will pick y'all back up on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.